The law of reversed effort. What does that even mean? What is the law of reversed effort? Well, the law of reversed effort basically states that if you try too hard, you're going to push your success away. You're going to stunt the creative process. Now, let's think about that for a second. How can this apply to basic things in life? Let's think about falling asleep. When you fall asleep, I just think about the term fall asleep, right? I'm going to fall asleep. I'm not going to make myself sleep. I can't force myself to go to sleep. I have to relax everything and allow myself into sleep, into a restful state. We can't force it. It's the same with music. And this I can relate to a lot because I'm a very creative person artistically, and especially with music. I used to play a lot of music. And when I would play and I'm trying to write a new song or write lyrics or write some new parts on the guitar or the piano or whatever, you have to be in a state of allowing. You can't force it to come out. You have to get into this relaxed state where you're in this flow and you can almost like you're tapping into the ether almost and downloading the information from the quantum field. If you're trying to force writing to happen, you're not going to be able to write music. And every musician knows that. If you're a musician, I mean, you relate to that is what I mean. And artists too. You think about people with writer's block, people who write books and stories. You got to be in a state of allowing. And this goes with everything. If we're trying to succeed in life, we have to have the desire, but get into that flow state. We can't force success. If we want to be successful, we have to get into alignment with success. Now, I previously did a video on motivation, how motivation is a lie. And that's because motivation is in alignment with trying and forcing, trying to get results through action. It doesn't work that way. That actually pushes our desires further away. The trick is to get into an aligned creative flow, into this state where we can allow and download the information. And sometimes it can take time. When we manifest things using our energy to leverage the law of attraction in our favor, you have to be in alignment with your desire. Therefore, you have to feel the presence of your desire in the now moment while feeling grateful for what currently is, whether it's physically there or not for us. So when we get into this mode where we're trying to make things happen, think about people too. If you're trying to force someone to do something, they typically don't act very positively. I mean, I know I don't like being controlled and forced, right? Have you ever had a boss that's been overbearing, or a parent or anybody trying to force you and get you to do something? That pushes people away. And this goes with the same things as if we're trying to manifest. If you're trying to manifest a lover, you have to be in a state of allowing someone to love you. You can't force or control that person and make them love you. You have to just get into a state of allowing and loving and be a loving person so that the energy of love can be embodied within you and you start to attract just loving circumstances into your life. Same goes with money, abundance in every form. And so a lot of times we can get tied up thinking, well, I need to do these things in order to succeed. Well, yes, there is some truth to it, because if I want to be a musician, I got to write music. I've got to write music. So I have to take time to sit aside to write music. But if I'm trying to force music writing to happen, it won't come. But if I can take my guitar and sit down and get into a state of being relaxed and just feeling it. And you might not get any inspiration in that session. But then later that day, all of a sudden all of a sudden this new guitar riff comes in your mind or some lyrical line. You're like, oh, I got to write this down. Or the next time you sit down with your guitar, or you just all of a sudden get this urge to pick your guitar up and start playing it, and you got some, out of nowhere, some rad song. I remember one of the best songs I ever wrote, musically, I sat down on the piano, and I wrote the entire song out in 30 minutes. lyrics and everything. Whole piano structure, everything was structured in 30 minutes. It just came out of nowhere. And that's how manifestation works. We got to get into that flow state. So slow down. Stop trying to make success happen. Stop trying to control things. It takes faith in the higher power to take care of us. Ego thinks that we need to take care of things to make things work so I can be safe. It's not the way it works. And I've had to learn the hard way because I am a very, hate to say it, but I have been, I don't want to manifest more of this, right? I have been a very motivated person. I'm a very take action kind of guy. I'm let's get things done. Let's do this. And to my detriment, sometimes that pushes, things further out for me. So it's been a opportunity for me to learn to let go, to relax my body, my shoulders, my back, and let go of all the stress. It's okay. Have faith and trust. Get into alignment. Get into that flow state. And when the time is right, quickly, your desires will come to fruition. And I've seen this over and over and over in my life. Everything that's worked out for me, it was never when I was trying to make it happen through motivation and effort. It's always been through this law of reversed effort method. When you relax, slow down, you go forward in faith and trust, you do what you love, you do what you're doing, you make up your mind, and you just start doing it. You get into flow states, you don't worry, and you just trust, and it works out. But you're not trying to make it happen. You're just allowing it to happen. So my challenge to you guys today is to work on every morning. This is why I talk about meditation. Every morning, take a few minutes to just meditate. It doesn't have to be a full-on, just take a couple of minutes to just quiet the mind, relax your body, let go of thinking you need to do all kinds of things, and just relax and just go do what you need to do that day. Try to be at ease a little more. Let go of the control. Allow things to be what they are. Get into that flow state and know what you're working towards. Know what your desires are. Visualize them, but just be relaxed. Be relaxed, be at ease. When you do that, you raise your vibration. That's my challenge to you guys. Relax a little bit. Don't use so much effort. Let go. You'll become more attractive. Your desires will come to you. You guys, I hope you have found this video helpful and insightful. If you did, be sure to hit the thumbs up and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on future content. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.